Good day, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, today is July 18th, 2019. It's a Thursday. And, just a few minutes ago, Bitcoin took off. It made like $1,000 in a half an hour. Let's get the chart started right here and take a look at what's going on. Cryptocurrency market capitalizations, took a big jump. It's now up at 280.6 billion. Let me just refresh the page. 282, so it's still jumping right now. 65.8% Bitcoin dominance, and we're seeing all the altcoins are shooting upwards in price. Most of them anyway. Green all the way across the board. What I'm seeing on Litecoin's almost $100 a piece. I think in the low in this, didn't they make it down around 76 or 78 or something like that? And now all of a sudden back up to $100. I missed out. I didn't get any, but this little price drop, I didn't get any, but I was waiting for it to go down to the 8,000s, And it didn't. It shot up so quick. Anyway, this article right here. Bitcoin price reclaims 10,000 after a U.S. representative says. The U.S. representative is Patrick McHenry, and he said that he believes Bitcoin cannot be killed in an interview with CNBC's Squawk Box on July 17th. During the interview, he said, quote unquote, "I think that there is no capacity to kill Bitcoin. Even the Chinese, with their firewall and their extreme intervention in society, could not kill Bitcoin." And I think he's right. But here's the problem. If you don't stop Bitcoin, eventually good money will push out bad money. I mean, what happens is people tend to hoard good money. Remember back in 1965, I was just a kid, and the United States switched over from using silver in their coins to minting coins with no silver in them. And I collected a few when I was just a kid, but everybody was collecting them, the white-looking ones. They were the silver ones. And putting them away, and with good reason. That was the good money. The bad money was the new money that they were bringing out. Bitcoin is the good money. Gold is the good money. Bitcoin's like gold. It's like a digital form of gold. This is going to become more and more evident that Bitcoin is like gold as time progresses. But better than gold, you can move it around. Gold, let's see you try to cross a border with more than $10,000 worth of gold. They're going to take your gold. They're going to confiscate it, and you're never going to see it again. Or if you do see it again, you're going to have to jump through a lot of hurdles. You can't move this stuff. It weighs tons. It's very heavy. It's like lead. So this is the difference between the modern gold, which is it's like a new version. It's like gold 2.0. And that's what's happening with it. People are basically saving it like they save gold. This is getting more and more pronounced all the time. And so they don't have the capacity to kill it. What's going to happen if they don't kill it? Well, it's very simple. The price is going to keep rising and rising and rising while all these fiat currencies keep going down lower and lower. And after a point, this effect of Bitcoin rising and rising and rising and all the fiats going lower and lower is going to become very noticeable. That's going to increase the effect. It's a self-perpetuating, self-feeding cycle that ends with all of the value being transferred into Bitcoin from the world. It's just going to absorb it all. So if you don't stop Bitcoin, if you haven't got the capacity to kill it, what's going to happen is it's going to win in the end. It's going to take over. And so that's what we're seeing happening slowly but surely. Bitcoin price just keeps increasing while the fiat currencies are losing their purchasing power. Now, Bitcoin, this is a very troubling trend right here I want to talk about. It says those banned from Facebook may not be able to use the cryptocurrency Libra. And I think this is this whole thing with Facebook and Libra, I think it's not really going anywhere, because I think in the end, ultimately, the government's going to step in and say, hey, you know what? We ain't going to allow Libra, or if they do allow Libra, they're going to put such tight regulations and controls on it that it can't operate effectively like it would have if they had have allowed it. And so anyway, Libra is kind of like a lame duck at this point, as far as I'm concerned. You know, but they're stepping on the government's toes. This is what the government is going to do, just a few months probably. You can probably count the months, how long it is until the government releases their own Libra coin. And they'll be able to do it because they have the power of the Treasury. And this is what I've been telling you all along about Libra coins, trying to take the power of the Treasury. Government won't let them get away with it. But the government can get away with it because they have the power of the Treasury now. It's only a small step for the government to move over into a position where they make their own Libra-type coin. Not Libra, but with a different name, maybe Fed coin, or maybe even call it the dollar. They're going to force everyone out there to transfer over into the new cryptographic dollar that they make. I'd probably call it dollar. They'll give you amount of time. They'll probably give you 90 days to exchange your old dollars for new dollars, your fiat dollars, your actual physical dollar bills. They'll probably give you like 90 days to exchange them. And they'll give you dollar for dollar, but it'll be in the new digital dollars. People will love it. It'll be quick and effective, easy way of sending money anywhere, and you don't have to. You just use the dollar. Will be capable of being transferred anywhere on Earth. You won't have to go through a third party like Western Union or anything. The dollar will be internet friendly. You'll be able to send it to your people. But here's the thing I want to get at. This is the point. It says those banned from Facebook may not be able to use its cryptocurrency Libra. I'm betting that when the government takes over the new dollar and does the same thing Facebook's doing, except I think they'll be much more successful than Facebook would have ever been at it, because they have the power of not only the power of the Treasury, they have the power of the government behind them. So they release their new dollars. You know, really, at this point in time, it's going to be a race. The United States better hurry up. The United States government, and get this new cryptographic dollar out there so it can establish itself and have first mover advantage. Because if they drag their heels too long on this, some other country, like maybe Russia, is going to beat them to the punch. Because all these countries, you know, they have the power of the Treasury already. They don't have to ask for permission. See, Facebook has to ask for permission, and they're saying, permission not granted. You know, the judge slams his gavel down on the desk. Permission not granted. But these other countries, they all already have the permission. Russia already has the permission of their Treasury. They can do whatever they want. They could make it the new Facebook-type currency. If they get first mover advantage, that's the only reason why Bitcoin right now is worth a lot and these other coins aren't worth much. Doesn't mean Bitcoin's better. A lot of the altcoins are actually better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin had first mover advantage. If they want the dollar to get in there and have first mover advantage, they better hurry up on this and get their FedCoin dollar out there and get people using it before some other country beats them to the punch. But here's another point about this. Once they get there and they get established and they get the world reserve currency as a digital cryptocurrency, so the world reserve currency becomes a cryptocurrency, it's going to be in competition with Bitcoin and the decentralized cryptocurrencies. But at the same time, because they own it completely, the government owns it completely and everything else, they could do just like Facebook. They could say, we ban you from using from using our currency. They could ban you from using the dollar. See, it's impossible to ban somebody from using the dollar the way the system is right now. People will use cash. It's impossible. You can't ban somebody from using the dollar. oh, you're banned. You can't use a dollar anymore. You can't do that the way it is now. But if they switch it over to a cryptographic dollar, kind of like cryptograph Libra currency, right? They could quite literally ban you from using the currency. And if that's the world reserve currency, then what are you going to do? I know. Use Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin will still be there, boys. And it'll be in direct competition. These new Facebook dollars, the new US, whatever they do with these currencies that are going to be pegged to the dollar, and you know the ones I'm talking about, they're all going to be over there, while the decentralized cryptocurrencies are over here. And do you know who's going to win in the end? It's going to be a big war. It's going to be a big war between cryptocurrencies that are centralized and decentralized ones. The ones that are pegged to the dollar. It's going to be a big war between them. And it's a war so that you guys can use them or not. So will you guys use them? And that's going to make the difference in who wins. But ultimately, in the end, the decentralized ones are going to win. All of these coins that you see in the top 15 on the cryptocurrency market capitalizations, these are going to win in the end. And so what's going to happen in the end is all the world's value is going to be transferred into these. But there might be a little bit of a period in time when the new government released currencies that are pegged to the dollar, while the dollar still has a little bit of worth left. There might be a little bit of time when they offer a pretty good little bit of competition to the decentralized ones that we're looking at right now. Everything's moving so fast, folks, it's hard to keep up with it all. Bitcoin price in real time right now as we speak. Let me refresh the page. $10,399. And look at this shot upwards. Really, it did take an awful shot. It's still shooting. Anyway, listen. We'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye. And remember, give me a thumbs up. And thank you for listening to the show. Bye-bye, guys.